surplusfundsriches.net. And today we're going to talk about the difference between mortgage and tax overages. A lot of people like to do tax. The reason is a lot of people aren't even checking debt, and the chance that there's additional debt against the property of the person recorded in the county that could have a priority claim to the surplus is a little lower with tax overages. Why is that? Because taxes, if there was a mortgage against the property, are typically escrowed by the mortgage company. A mortgage payment consists of principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, where they take that in advance so they have that to pay. So the mortgage company doesn't lose their priority position to the home over a tax foreclosure. So typically, no, there is not additional debt against the property if it was a tax foreclosure. You still have to check. There still are IRS tax liens, heloc loans, a lot of things that come into play. So there's less of a chance there. What does that mean? That means more people are working tax and just throwing it against the wall, tax overages, and just throwing it against the wall to see if the deal comes through or not. And they're doing it on contingency so they don't care. What that means to you guys is mortgage overages, yes, it's more likely to have additional debt, but in mortgage overages, there's far less competition, especially in non-judicial states where the mortgage foreclosure is handled by an attorney, not the county. The attorney won't give a list out. Our panning system addresses that, how to estimate that accurately. You still have to research debt. Hey guys, you got to research debt. If you're not researching debt, you're being an idiot. You got to research debt and ownership, and you got to get the deed to the property as it stood before the foreclosure and the deed at the foreclosure. The county may ask for it. Also, that will show you what type of ownership was in place on that deed so you'll know how you can go after that for the people if somebody died. It'll also show you that the property actually foreclosed. The foreclosure didn't get invalidated or they didn't redeem the property. Bottom line, mortgage and tax, there's a little more tax, okay, tax surplus. There's a little more tax foreclosures. They're a little easier to do or take a risk with, I should say. However, less people are going over mortgage overages. Thanks.